Good morning. As part of my work as the Scottish Government Minister for Higher Education, Further Education, Youth Employment and Training, youth work is an important part of my responsibility. So I'm delighted to welcome you to the Digital Youth Work Conference 2022. Many thanks to the YouthLink Scotland team for their efforts in organising such a diverse programme for today, and thank you as well to all the presenters who have given their time to what I'm sure will be an informative and rewarding day. Today is significant. It is Safer Internet Day, a global event that seeks to promote internet safety and positive use of technology for young people. So this event is timely, but it's also an opportunity for us to come together virtually, of course, to take time to look back on some incredible achievements in digital youth work during the pandemic, to recognise some of the excellent activity taking place right now, but also to look ahead to the growth of digital youth work as a key enabler for inspiring and supporting Scotland's young people. Over the past 2 years, we've all come to realise that we can rely on safe and secure and effective digital technologies for multiple aspects of our lives. We've all learned new skills and adapt how we live and how we work, including how we run events like today's virtually. This necessary adaptation achieved at pace has brought us new challenges. It's also revealed new opportunities as well. During this time, we've seen digital youth work flourish like never before, and this is down to your creativity and commitment during an incredibly challenging time. Digital technology has proven its potential as a tool for delivering youth work, for supporting young people to participate in digital activities, and for youth workers to explore digital content with young people, considering some of the critical judgments we all need to make online. The European guidelines for digital youth work emphasise the way it can make services more accessible and relevant, and the way it can create opportunities and spaces in which young people can develop a critical, innovative and value-based perspective on digital transformation and become the co-constructors of a positive digital future. YouthLink Scotland can rightly be proud of their contribution to the development of digital youth work across Europe over the last 10 years. Today, YouthLink are of course hosting this conference, another step on the road to ensuring that youth work organisations, youth workers and the young people you work with can use digital technologies in a safe, secure and empowered fashion. When I talk about safety and security online, I'm talking about cyber resilience, which is more than just cyber security. It's about how well prepared we are as individuals, as workers, as educators and as leaders to withstand and recover from attacks in the online world. Resilience can involve taking various cybersecurity measures, such as having a strong password or using two-factor authentication, but also involves developing awareness and knowledge and adapting our behaviours online to reduce our exposures to risk. This isn't, of course, necessarily difficult. It's not rocket science. It's about planning and critically thinking through a number of scenarios. What would you do if X or Y happened? It's about training for everyone working in an organisation. It's about embedding cyber resilience, learning outcomes in formal and informal curricula. And of course, it's about knowing where to get support, including when things go wrong. Luckily, excellent advice and guidance exists offered by the National Cyber Security Centre and Police Scotland, and by other members of the Cyber Scotland Partnership. I would urge you to take a look at the National Cyber Security Centre's Cyber Aware pages, which identify and explain the 6 key measures we can all take to improve our cyber resilience. I'm really pleased that one of YouthLink Scotland's national partners, Lead Scotland, has adapted these measures into accessible formats, including the BSL and a number of community languages. Liz and Hillary at YouthLink Scotland can point you in the direction of these award-winning resources. Cyber resilience is now identified in the benchmarks of Curriculum for Excellence, and youth workers are key to developing young people's cyber resilience out with formal educational settings. Fundamentally, cyber resilience must be an integral aspect of any use of digital technologies. It has to be baked in to keep us all safe and secure, but in a way that fundamentally enables all of us to get the most out of the internet. Our strategic framework for a cyber resilient Scotland values the role of community learning and development in delivering the vision of that strategy, where Scotland thrives by being a digital, secure and resilient nation. I'm delighted that the Scottish Government's Cyber Resilience Unit have developed an effective relationship with YouthLink Scotland and with a number of other third sector organisations that are in a position to reach people across society, both younger and older. During the pandemic, the youth work sector responded quickly to the needs of young people. Online technology was critical to staying connected. There are a number of great examples of achievements in that area. Training delivered by YouthLink Scotland reached over 1,000 youth workers who had no or limited experience of the use of digital technologies in their youth work, building their own digital skills and confidence. LGBT Youth Scotland launched their online youth groups using the Discord platform. Since its accelerated launch, over 300 young people have used that platform. These are just two of many examples of the creative and solution-focused ways services responded at that critical time in the spring of 2020. And looking around us now, we continue to see great examples of youth work organisations applying learning from the pandemic, bringing together young people who previously have been disconnected, perhaps because of rural isolation or other specific needs. YouthLink Scotland and Young Scot continue to host the thriving digital youth network, and YouthLink delivers training that supports youth workers to be agile in the way they meet young people's needs. Youth Highland, the Datakirk in Edinburgh, and Dumfries and Galloway Youth Services are using Scottish Government funding to create new resources of relevance to the youth work sector. In addition, Youth Scotland are delivering training for their High Five Cyber Skills Toolkit. It's fantastic to see the variety of ongoing work and the enthusiasm with which practitioners deliver it. Looking forward, we will see a new National Youth Work Strategy published later this year, presenting an opportunity to cement the role youth workers play in developing young people's cyber resilience and digital skills. Currently, YouthLink Scotland is running a consultation to explore how best to support the sector specifically around cyber resilience. Indeed, one of this afternoon's workshops offers an opportunity to contribute to that consultation. Digital makerspaces are becoming a major focus for the youth work sector too. These creative spaces offer opportunities for the development of all sorts of digital and other skills. And in December last year, we announced the development of a new digital award for CLD. This is now under development through an education industry collaboration that will involve CLD partner organisations and, of course, learners as well. The award will promote and build capacity in effective uses of digital technologies, emphasising the importance of strong cyber resilience as well as digital well-being. I think it's fair to say that the future of digital youth work is bright and presents a wealth of opportunities. We must still, of course, recognise the value of face-to-face practice and acknowledge that digital will never fully replace that, and nor should it. In all of Scotland's young people currently have access to devices, and those who do might like a safe space in which to use them. For those young people, nothing can match the value of face-to-face youth work, and we're working with your sector to try and make sure that more of that activity can happen again. I know we're all desperate to move on from the trials and tribulations of the pandemic, but there is no doubting that learning is to be had from our experience of the last couple of years. I ask you to embrace and build on some of the new ways of working we've all learned during this time. And I'd call on everyone here to commit to developing your own knowledge and awareness of digital skills in general and cyber resilience in particular, and to develop your understanding and capabilities in delivering digital youth work. Safe and secure digital youth work promotes engagement and access and is enabling. More than that, it can empower and it can transform. Thanks again for inviting me to speak to you this morning, and I hope you have an interesting and inspiring day.